Alright, today's tip is on how to execute a proper plank. Let me start off by saying that planks does target the upper back as well, because when you weight bear on the elbows, the pressure goes straight to the shoulders. A lot of people mention that when they do planks, they feel in the shoulders, and that's completely fine. So not only does it serve as a great stomach exercise, it also strengthens your upper back. So let's get back to the form and technique. First, place your elbows underneath the shoulders, feet hip wide distance, and you're going to elevate your hips up. The hardest thing about planks is to figure out which angle is the best for your back, and the best way is to use visual feedback such as a mirror. So strategically place yourself so you can see yourself side by side in the mirror, and just look at your back to make sure it's nice and flat. So if your hips are a lot lower than your upper back, just simply raise it up and just tighten up your stomach. Imagine if you're pulling your navel towards your spine and just really tighten up your abs, and that is the plank. Here's some ways to do it wrong, as our trainer Mars demonstrates. Now just be aware some of these are really exaggerated, but personally I do see some people doing it like this in some gyms, so I just have to shake my head and just make sure you don't look like this in one of our examples here. Okay, so let's start off with the first one. Hips being too low. Now as you can see here, Mars's hips is a little bit lower than his upper back. So what kind of creates a little bit of pressure in that low back region where people do experience pain. So just simply elevate your hips up to correct the form. So next one here, we call this the tent. As you can see, the hips are clearly above the shoulders, and that only puts pressure on the upper back. So just simply lower the hips until the back is nice and parallel. Shifting your weights too far forward. So what's going to happen is you're going to start shrugging and the upper back starts rounding. As you can see here, Mars's upper back is a lot more rounded, which creates a lot of pressure, and the upper back just starts stiffening it up. So next one here is where you just start draping down and you just create a lot of tension in the shoulders and neck, which only creates more damage than good. So that's our take on the planks, how to do it right as well as how to do it wrong. So always use a mirror for the visual feedback and just make the necessary adjustments, and that's it. Stay tuned for more from Dynamic Grip Fitness.